Hello, my name is Dr. K, and my highest excitement is providing you with the tools, the strategies, and the technologies to help you evolve rapidly as conscious leaders in body, mind, and spirit so we can be the change that we've been waiting for. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone you love, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, this is Dr. Kirkendall, and today I want to talk to you about the University of Life. Now, the University of Life is what I like to call planet Earth, and whether you believe it or not, we are here to learn lessons. And whether that's even true or not, lessons and experiences are showing up in all your life. And maybe at some point as a child, you started to realize that one of the lessons you were learning is that you couldn't just continue to scream and shout, that it didn't work anymore like it did when you were a baby. So you could either avoid and continue to scream and shout, or learn that lesson and to decide to actually move through it and find another way. Some people found that if they made their family laugh or they were caring to their mother, they would receive what they were going for. And that's why I like to call it the University of Life. And in my life, I realized that there's so many lessons that are showing up, and I was resisting it, and I'm resisting it. And at some point I had to really get honest with myself and realize that if I don't learn these lessons, I'm going to keep repeating them, and they just keep going and keep going. And there's lessons of love and trust, and there's lessons of fear and lack and doubt. And just like when I was going through the whole medical and natural medicine programs and all the college that you've taken, you have to build on the fundamentals. You can't get to writing in cursive until you learn your alphabet. I couldn't learn to go into physics and organic chemistry and physical chemistry and all of that until I learned basic algebra and geometry and then trigonometry, and it built, right? And so these are lessons, and a lot of times you have to learn the lack and the fear and the doubt lessons first. So a lot of people are here listening to this, like I'm here sharing this from my own experience, not only as a professional in my career, but also in a way of just being in life, that it wasn't always easy for me. It wasn't always so joyful. It was really tough. And I think that's what makes somebody a really good teacher, is somebody maybe who struggled with mathematics and they found their own unique way to understand the flow of mathematics for themselves. Or maybe they really struggled in reading and then they discovered an entirely different way to learn and process reading. So I want you to realize that this is a University of Life, and that's the insight today. And that whether you believe it or not, these lessons are going to happen, whether it's relationships, whether it's in money and investment or family, or just learning that you can't yell at people. It doesn't really work. And you have to really take full responsibility for everything in your life. Like if I look around at me now, I take responsibility for it in my life, and I realize for better or for worse, I had the trust. It wasn't even trust. I was actually wanting to experience trust, but I had the fervence to push through and say, I am going to let go of this practice. I'm going to move out of a familiar community. I want to go adventure. I want to go discover and explore. And out of that, a lot of really beautiful things happen. But if you stay in your life, you are also, or in something that no longer serves you, a relationship or an old story with your family, that you have to own and fully take stock of I own this. Yes, bad things may have happened, but I own that they happened, and now this is where we move forward. So that's the first thing, is really taking ownership and recognizing that most of the pain that I personally felt in my life, and so many thousands of patients I've worked with, was the pain of resistance to owning that. It was their thought about what that was meant about them, like they were weak, or they were not beautiful people, they were unattractive, they could never be successful, or they would never amount to anything, or people didn't think they had anything to say, and they feel that inside, but the thought is, oh, I'm a failure and this and that. So it creates a lot of pain. So I want to just add the insight that this is a new way of life, a new way of being that really, I think that humans are evolving in such a way right now that it's very unique and very unlike any other time in human history, where you can connect with somebody through technology and through different information. Like, people can get deeper access to awareness through whether it's a documentary film or going and visiting a shaman in a jungle or sitting with a wise man or woman on a mountain in Nepal. Like, this wasn't available before. Most people were just in their environment. A shaman lived in a jungle. He didn't travel. Or, kids from the suburbs didn't go and visit wise people in the jungles. It wasn't possible. And so this is a really neat thing, and you get to be a trailblazer. So what I want to do is a very simple exercise, and you don't have to get a pen out. All you have to do is sit there, whether you're on your couch or you're under a tree, which is always the best way to listen to these, is actually listen to them in nature, so you can also hear nature speak. And I would really offer that after this video is completed, to just take a moment to sit and really make this commitment, because it's not about any simpler, like fancy words. It's not about my story or what I have to tell you about it. It's about how you take it and how you really run and with and develop and cultivate some of these insights that you gain. So maybe close your eyes for a second or keep them open, but I really want you just to arrive right here in this moment. I want you to hear the wind and the birds. If you're in your apartment, maybe the hum of your refrigerator. Just hear everything around you. And really allow yourself to arrive in this moment. And out of the many, many thousands upon thousands upon thousands of moments of your life, that you're choosing to make this moment a sacred moment. This is a sacred moment where you're going to choose to go in the direction of what's calling in your heart. And I like to call this the humble prayer. And the humble prayer is nice because it doesn't really necessarily have to line up with any type of philosophy, dogma, or religion. But the humble prayer is a prayer of deep, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Since all of humanity, people have been fighting and warring over who's right about God or spirit or religion. And the war will continue to rage until we deal with our inner consciousness. So, hear your environment around you again. Get quiet and choose in this moment that you're going to go in the direction of that calling, what feels lighter, what feels expansive. And you're going to start to let go of the heavy stuff. This doesn't mean you have to do anything right now. This is just a commitment to, I'm committing to this humble prayer of, I don't even know what it looks like yet. Maybe you do know. I didn't know. All I knew is I had to go. And I was scared. And nobody was there to offer me a little advice. And so this is going to help you kind of shake the bedrock of your foundation. It's going to help you actually begin to shift into the beautiful, beautiful, powerful being that you're here to be. And I want you to really feel the ease, the joy, the expansiveness of going in this direction of your calling. Really feel it. Expand that, intensify that, this ease, this joy, this beauty, this passion of, wow, I see a man sitting in front of me here saying that he also did this. And maybe I can just trust that for myself, that maybe just one person out there, and there's many, many other, let me assure you, that are moving in the direction of their heart's calling, whether it's out into nature, whether it's into a new relationship or life or job, whatever it is, that the commitment today in the University of Life is in moving in the direction of your easiest, lightest, most expansive feeling. This is your compass we'll be talking about, is really the entire thing. This is what will guide you through your life. Commit today to listening to this. Commit today to doing the work. And by the work, I'll be explaining in some other videos, like, what is the work? And trust me, it's really easy. This is easy stuff. But where people get hung up, whether clients that I'm coaching or just patients, where they really get stuck is they're afraid to feel it. But I'm telling you, the only way to really heal it is to feel it. You cannot pill it to death. You can't put a Band-Aid on it. You can't put a supplement on it. You can't see any doctor with a white coat or a doctor with a shaman's rattle. None of those things are really going to work unless you actually do the work yourself. Otherwise, there's just people rattling, and there's people, putting stethoscopes on you, and you're taking pills. But deep inside, there's a sickness that's eating away at your heart and your soul. And you know what I mean. Like, I have a soul-sucking job, you'll hear people say, or my relationship is like he's like a parasite sucking my energy. It's like, whoa. Now, right now, this is not about leaving that stuff. Right now is today. I'm committing, and even though I don't know what it looks like in this humble prayer, I'm saying I am choosing to grow, to expand, to really love my life. It can be so much more fun and so much more easy. That's really what I'm learning. And by the way, when I started to go and learn that it can be more fun and easy, I started to meet other people that are living more fun and easy, and it accelerates. You start to meet community doing this, and you don't have these old stories and old relationships that are no longer serving you, pulling you back. You are unlimited and powerful at that point, because people are like, man, I love what you're doing. I want to support you. I want to create with you. Or people I meet, I get to bring up and pull, and we have, this is like family. We're really doing something beautiful. So take another moment to just be grateful, to feel the expansion of how you feel in this. And let me assure you, a lot of videos I used to watch and run around, and I was on the way to work in the morning, and that's good, but I'm telling you, there's no substitution for really listening and really stopping, even if it's for 5 minutes. Do this for me. Do this for you. Do this for the world. Do this for your children. Do it for all the heartache that you've had in your own life, and saying, you know what? The battle ends with me. No more. And we're not pushing away the battle and all the story and all the old things, but we're saying today we're really planting a seed of powerful insight, powerful intention, that I choose to move in the direction that feels better. Sometimes the old story wants to sink in. That's your ego. Oh, I can't. Don't go there right now. Just make this intention for yourself today. And I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let you sit with this, but I really encourage you, take at least 5, 10, 20 minutes, go into the bonus round, take an hour, but expand it and feel it, and really feel the roots of this intention taking hold and saying, you know what? This is a whole new day for me. I don't even know what it looks like. Damn it, I'm excited because I'm planting this intention now. If this video was inspiring and empowering, make sure you share it with someone you love. Like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss a single thing, and I will see you in the next video.